Alright, Sequoia. We're going to do a video today called Resliency.
Okay.
And it's a manhood video to help Kelly understand, is he going to be the kind of person who copes, or is he going to be the kind of person who hides?
I want to hide.
What do you think? Is he going to be good or the bad? What do you think, Sequoia?
I think knowing him over the years, he may want to hide, but eventually he will overcome and cope with everything.
Wow, you're a lot more optimistic about him than I am. Let's see you freaking talking about Mr. Kelly. First off, we gotta talk about what is stress.
I know what stress is.
You know what stress is? There's a lot of people who think they know what stress is, but really don't know what stress is. Stress is a feeling that's created when we react to a particular event. It's the body's way. You are interrupting me. It's the body's way of rising to the challenge and preparing to meet a tough situation with focus, strength, stamina, and heightened alertness. I bet you didn't know all that was stress, did you?
I didn't know that either.
The events that provoke stress are called stressors. And they cover a whole range of situations. Did you know that if something happens to you that causes you stress, it's called a stressor, Kelly?
Yeah, like a
No,
bully
you
or
didn't
something.
know that.
Yes,
I'm
I do.
sure you didn't.
There was a whole entire.
This is all about how we look at events that cause us stress. If you take a look at this, Sequoia, you'll see this is called a stressometer.
Oh, yeah.
There's some things that are really low stress. There's like a 1-2 level stress or 3-4 level stress. And then things a little bit more stressful, and then some things are extremely stressful. So we're going to look at these kind of things today, and we're going to talk about how people deal with stress in different ways, and what's a good way of dealing with stress and what's a bad way of dealing with stress. Because if Kelly wants to be a real man, he needs to be really good at managing stress. Because if he's bad at managing stress, he's likely to do stuff that gets him in trouble, send him to jail, lose all kinds of bad things. And so he needs to be good at stress, so he needs to understand what it is.
That's true.
So since stress can't be avoided completely, we got to find ways to cope with this uncomfortable situation that leads to stress. Every day we meet stressors. Some stressors are mild, like I said, between a 1 and 3. These are mild stresses, these are medium stresses, and these are higher stress. I'll give you an example. A mild stress might be something like a kid that's at school that's annoying somebody. You know how some kids are annoying, they're like, hey. That's annoying.
Probably you and you.
But that's a low level stress. If a kid is annoying you like that, that's not an extreme stress. An extreme stress is something different. You see here, extreme stress is like if your mother or father died in a car accident. That's extreme stress. A kid annoying you, that's just a little low level stress. And if you need to know the difference, because there are some people who treat low level stresses as if they were high level stresses. And most of us look at those people like they're crazy. Like, why are they reacting like that to something that's so small like that? That's how you react to a level 10 stress, not to a level 1 stress. So it's very important for Kelly to be able to know the difference between what is a low level and what's a high level and what's the best way to deal with each one. So we're going to go through that today. Resiliency is what this really is about. Resiliency is your ability to bounce back when something stressful happens. You're adapting to hardships and things that happen in your life. If you can't bounce back from things, some people, when bad things happen to them, it affects them the rest of their life. They never recover from it. You gotta be one of those kind of people that can be able to recover from something that bad has happened. So let's take a look at this. Key to resiliency. It says, good things come to those who believe, better things come to those who are patient, but the best things come to those who don't give up. And that's what I've been trying to teach Kelly. Don't give up. I always teach Kelly that if plan A don't work, there are alphabets, 24 more alphabets. You can go to plan B, C, D, E, F, G. You don't just give up at plan A. That's what I've been trying to tell him.
You were just like...
Now let's take a look at some other low stress situations. These are things that are level like 1 to 3. What is that one right there? It looks like Kelly trying to do his homework. And see,
I do my
that's
homework at
Kelly right
school.
there. And see how he, on the expression on his face, that's the kind of expression Kelly has. Because he's thinking this is a cell level 10. Oh my God, this working so hard, it's a level 10.
No, I'm just too lazy to do it.
In reality,
I actually.
is this really a level 10 stress? When you compare it to your mother and father dying in the car? No. This is very low level stress. How about this one? This is a lady trying to hit
Ooh,
a fly with a fly swatter. Now that's annoying her really bad, but is that a level 10 or a level 1, 2, or 3?
Kelly, what is it?
A 10 because.
No,
flies are
it's a
really
level
gross.
1, 2, 3.
But
That's
flies
annoying.
Are really gross.
But that's not a high level. Please stop kicking the chair.
They're really gross.
How about this one? Has that ever happened to you? Or a car ride by and they splash water on you when they rolling that?
That's like,
when I was 9.
Yeah, and that's annoying. And people don't like that to happen, but that's not a level 10. That's not
It's more like a
comparable
level
to
2.
somebody
It's like
on
a
your
2.
family dying. I always think of it as compared to somebody in my family dying. Compared to that, this is nothing. So that's annoying. You don't like it, but it's a low level. How about this one right here? The bus leaving, you're running after the bus. Hey, wait, come back and get me. That's a low level. It's annoying, but it's not like somebody died. How about this one? You slip and fall. At the
They're
time,
an idiot if they don't see that sign.
At the time, it's annoying. You don't like it, but it's a low level stress.
Because
How about this? Kelly's shooting the ball and he's playing with me. He misses the shot.
that's not true. I always beat you.
He
Remember
missed the slot shot. Yeah, when Dad beat his butt, it's
That's
annoying.
not true.
But he'll get over
In 21,
it.
I beat you
And,
three
and when
times
I
in a
dunk
row.
on him and do a monster dunk in his face, I know he doesn't like that.
That's not even true.
But that's not a level 10.
Dad, I beat you 3 times in a row in
How about this
21.
one? When he's playing, what do you call that game?
Dodgeball.
Dodgeball. He just hitting the head of the ball. It's
You know
not
what I would
fun.
do? I'd pop the ball, get a knife, and kill the guy. who
See,
did
there we go. We just talked about that, didn't we? We're not doing any killing.
it. Dad, you're
This
saying
is a
that you're
low
better
level
than me.
stress. You do not kill people for a low level stress. You don't kill them for any stress, but especially not a low level. You look really crazy when you kill somebody because they hit you with a dodgeball. Okay? So let's stop talking about that kind of stuff. How about when kids tease you in school? You
They
don't like
probably
that.
teased you.
It doesn't feel good, but it's not worth
People
it's not
don't
a
tease
level
me.
10. You just get some different kids to hang out with. You get your friends to tease their friends or something. I don't know, but you don't you don't hurt nobody. It's not that big of a deal. How about this one?
See?
If you're
Mom
trying to
gets
cook,
mad at me
you're trying to cook and you burn your food.
and your face.
That's
look
annoying.
Look at that little boy.
But that's a low level stress. You just make some more food, right?
True.
Dad,
Alright,
I'm
now,
better at you than in basketball.
Let's take a look at this. How do you
That's
deal
true.
with low level stress? First, you understand that this problem happens to a lot of people. When you understand that, it's not as big as a deal anymore. Well, this happens to everybody. Everybody misses the school bus sometimes. Everybody has
I
a
don't go to
mosquito
school
coming
bus.
at them. You know, this happens to everybody. And once you normalize it like that, it makes it a whole lot less of a big deal, and you get all worked up about it. Let's see what else you can do about it. Understand that although this problem is annoying and uncomfortable, it is fixable. 99% of the low-level stresses are things that we can fix. Okay? So, Cody, read this next one for us. What does one say?
Remind yourself that the problem is not a big deal. It's low stress.
So,
true.
by reminding yourself of that, it makes you a whole lot less likely to get upset about it. Now, read this next one.
Look for the best way to correct the problem.
So, start focusing on how can I fix this problem? There's some people who start dwelling on stuff, and they talk about it over and over. Like Kelly with his homework. He talks about it for 2 hours. It took him 5 minutes to do the work. He could have been finished 2 hours ago, but he talked about it for 5 minutes.
Dad, that wasn't even.
By him dwelling on the work, that makes it a whole lot bigger than it is. If he just realized, let me
It's
go
not
ahead and
even
do this.
homework. It's just junk you give
Let me do this and get it over with. Let me fix this problem my dad giving me work. I don't like it, but I'm going to go ahead and fix it by doing it and get it over with.
It doesn't make you
It'll be
smarter.
done. It'll be done. Find the humor in the problem. Sometimes things that water splash on me. That happened to me before. A car riding around the corner and splash water on me. I tell my friends, we laugh about it. Yeah, I didn't like it, but it was kind of funny. That kind of helps to make the problem go away. Mom, read this one for us.
Find someone to help fix the problem.
That's what I said. Work on fixing the problem. Work on the solution as opposed to what the problem is. That makes it go away a lot faster. Remember all the blessings that you have. Sometimes people get all upset about little things and they forget, man, I'm able to walk. I have good health. I got a family that loves me. I got all kinds of toys. I got all these wonderful things. This little big thing, this is nothing. This is no big deal whatsoever. And sometimes by putting things in perspective like that, you make the problem go is less stressful. Fix the problem quickly and don't dwell on it. That's what I just said a minute ago. And figure out how to avoid the problem in the future. Next time when you see a car coming, you see a puddle of water, you get away from it. You don't let that happen. You know, that's happened to me once, but it's never happened again. Because once you get a car splash puddle on you, you're always aware of puddles from then on.
Or you could just get an umbrella and
so
put
you
it sideways.
fix it in the future. All right. So here's some examples on high stress. So Corey, what is this one right here?
It seems like the couple broke up.
Yeah, they're
The
heartbroken.
boy dumped the girl because she had a pimple.
Oh, it could have been the girl who dumped the boy.
Because he had a pimple.
Well, sometimes all kinds of things. Well, people get really upset when their heart get broken. Okay, so some people might consider this a really big deal, or 8, 9, 10 level, depending on what the situation is. Some people are like, okay, I'm glad he's gone. But some girls be like, oh my God, I can't live anymore. You know, it just depends on the person. How about this one, Mom? What's that one?
Joblessness.
This guy lost his job and he got a sign, I need a job. So not having a job is a whole lot of things. It means no money. It could mean your wife gonna leave you. You might be homeless. All kinds of things happen when you lose your job. So how about this one, Kelly? I bet you can't tell me what that one's about right there.
I can't read it. It's too far
It says
away.
pregnant and hungry.
Ew.
So what could be high stress about being pregnant and hungry?
That girl looks like a little girl.
Well, she's not. She's pregnant. So she's probably not too little. So what's bad about that? Could that be a really high level stress if this girl is hungry, don't have food, and she's got a baby in her stomach? Do you think that could be a high stress?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think
Because
so
she
too.
could die, the baby could die.
That's
blah,
right.
blah, blah, blah.
That's right. How about this one, Sequoia? What look like happened
Oh
there?
gosh.
His car got totaled.
He had a car accident. It's got totaled.
Oh gosh.
And,
And
that,
insurance will cover.
and
won't
it
cover
probably
that.
was a fancy car, so all that money he lost, and then he might be
And he probably
hurt.
had DUI.
He upset. He might have a DUI.
He
go
might
to
have a
jail.
concussion.
He could have all kinds of bad things. That's a level 8, 9, 10. That's pretty bad.
I'm an expert on finding.
See if
bad
anybody can figure out what this next one is.
things.
Oh.
Oh, he went to jail because he
Yeah,
was
do you think
ugly.
that's an 8, 9, 10?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, sure. I wouldn't want to go to jail.
Because no one will visit you.
They might not. How about this is even worse though? Looks
Oh.
like happened there.
Someone died.
That's a casket. Somebody died. That's
I
an
know.
8, 9, 10. If somebody in your family or friend died, that's a pretty high level stress.
Emotional.
How about this one?
financial.
What happened? Looks like it happened there.
Is
He
that a
hit
baby?
dog?
Looks like Toby got hit by a car.
Oh,
Oh my
Yay!
God. That's horrible. If your dog got hit, it's like the family member. That'd be a pretty traumatic, high-level stress thing that happened there. How about this one? He's in a hospital, sick, and got all kinds of tubes connected to him. When people are really sick and are afraid they might die, that's a really high stress level situation. And finally, if your house caught on fire. All of
happened to
these
my
are
house.
things that could be high level stress kind of situations, 8, 9, and 10. So even when you do get a high level stress thing, that's not a reason to do something crazy. Here are the things that you should do when you have a high level stress.
Read that.
Number one, understand that this problem happens to a lot of people also. There are lots of people that houses catch on fire. Lots of people that have car accidents. Lots of people that these kind of things happen. So it's not the end of the world. Alright, so Corey, what does this next one say?
Avoid trying to find someone to blame.
That's what some people do when something bad happens. I gotta find somebody to blame. It's his fault, it's his fault, it's his fault. And you use so much energy doing that you really never get past it. You stay stuck in the bad situation because you spending so much time trying to find somebody to blame for it. Don't blame people when something bad happens. Kelly, can you read this next one for us? I guess not. It's a mouthful. Mom, can you read this one?
Cry if you need to. Never use violence against another.
Sometimes it's okay to cry. If mom died, you better believe I'm gonna be crying.
I'm not.
Yes, it's okay to cry in some situations, okay? Now, I probably won't let everybody see me cry. I'm probably gonna go in the bathroom or something and cry and be real quiet about it. Now
I'll
that y'all
punch
hear
my
me
face
cry.
until
But
I
I'm
stop
probably
crying.
gonna cry, and it's okay to cry. But it says also never use violence against another person.
Oh,
So
that's directly
whoever
what
hit
happened.
mom with the car, I'm not gonna go beat them up.
I
Because that's
will.
not gonna make mom
That's
come
how I'm
back to
gonna
life.
cry. That's how I'm gonna die, I guess.
No, this is
See, I
an
wasn't thinking
example.
that.
No, mom's walking the dog and somebody ran her off with a car. I'm not gonna go hurt the person who did that. I'm gonna be mad, but I'm not gonna use violence against them. Stay here, Kelly. We can listen to the rest
I
of
want
this.
soda.
Okay.
Mommy, get
All
me
right.
soda.
This next one, it says, look for the best way to correct a problem that doesn't hurt you or another person.
Please.
All right. So look for the best way to fix the problem, and make sure it doesn't hurt other people. Can you read this one for us, Kelly? Since your mouth not full this time.
Yes, it is.
Okay. So Carl, you read this one for us.
Take time off from school or work to grieve.
If something really bad's happened, like somebody died, don't go to school. Stay at home and get yourself together. You know, because some people try to go to school. I need to go anyway. No, well, you need to get yourself together. Okay? All right, the next one is find someone that you trust to try to help you fix the problem. Reach out for support when things bad happen. Don't try to deal with it by yourself. This next one says do research online to see how other people were successful at solving the problems. So other people have had that same problem. If you find out what they did, it might be something helpful for you. And finally, take your time and be careful about how you respond to the crisis because your actions may leave a long-term effect. Because a lot of times when one of these 8, 9, 10 things happen, people react right away and they do something they regret. They go get a knife, go get a gun, and they say something, and they go somewhere and they do something. And it could be something that affects their life the rest of their life. So you gotta take your time and be careful how you respond to the crisis. Alright, let's take a look at the next one here. There are 2 types of people, Kelly. Did you know that? They're warriors and wimps.
You're a wimp.
What do you think you are, Kelly? Do you
A
think you're a
warrior.
warrior? I don't think you're a warrior.